Hi friends, I am Danny and today I am going to cover the topic smart classrooms. So, what are smart classrooms? Smart classrooms are the classrooms enhanced with technological equipments for the purpose of better learning and teaching. There are three types of smart classroom. The first one is basic smart classes. In the smart classes, with the basic smart technology included gadgets like laptop or computers, projector, DVD or VCD players, and a viewing screen, etc. Intermediate smart classrooms. The intermediate smart classrooms are one step ahead of the basic smart technology. They include gadgets like smart podiums with control panel in addition to laptop, projector, screen and DVD, VCD player, etc. Advanced smart classes. The advanced smart classes have all the gadgets of a basic or intermediate smart classrooms, but their features are very advanced. That is, they use the newest and the high-tech technology. So they are famous, or we can say they are the best smart classes in the technical world. What are the equipments installed in a smart classroom? The equipments installed in most of the smart classrooms are computer or laptop. A computer or laptop is a basic and necessary requirement of a smart classroom. Instead of writing on board with a chalk or a marker, teaching process is done by presentation or images or multimedia in a smart classroom. Projector. It is an optical device or moving objects into a screen. They create an image by shining light by a laser. Screen. It is a surface used to display the images protected by a projector. The screen may be a rigid wall-mounted screen, pull-down screen, fixed frame screen, electrical screen, switchable screen projection seams, a mobile screen. Microphone. It is generally called as mic. It is a device which converts audio signals into electrical signals. These signals are transmitted to amplified and recorded. Amplifier and speaker. These are the electronic devices which are used to increase the volume of a sound. Podiums. It is the platform usually made of wood which raises the person standing on it so that it becomes visual to all the audiences. Document camera. They are also used as visual presenters, visualizers, digital overhead documents. They are used for displaying an object to a large audience. A document camera magnifies and protects the images of a two-dimensional as well as three-dimensional objects. The object is simply placed under the document camera. The camera takes its image and produces its live image by using a projector. Smart podiums. They are also called smart boards or smart LCDs. It is an interactive paint display which can be connected to the computer or laptop externally via USB port or RGB ports. It can be called as an electrical or external monitor presentations with the facility of digital linking. With a smart podium, we can open documents, presentations, multimedia files and can write on them with a digital pen. We can also save our work. DVD or VCD player. There are a large amount of videos available on internet, but still there is a requirement of VCD or DVD player because there are some videos which have copyright and they have to be purchased. These are often in form of CDs or DVDs. Overhead projectors. We call it OHD. It is a device which is used to display enlarged images of a transparent acetate sheet placed on its base on a screen. This device was very famous a few years back, but now it is being placed by computer-based projectors. So let's move on to the advantages of smart classes. There are many advantages of smart classes. Some of them are as follows. Access to online resources. In a smart classroom, the teacher can use the resources available on the internet for the better understanding of the student. For every subject, there are numerous resources available on the internet which can be accessed by the teachers as well as the students at any time in a smart classroom. Internet plays a major role in learning process. Today's students are curious to know about everything. They want to gain extra knowledge about the organic ongoing topic in the class. This is the limitation of books. The books print only the syllabus for those who want to learn beyond the syllabus. Internet is a very useful tool for those. Even for the syllabus, the resources available on the internet are very useful. The next advantage is digital medium for notes. In a regular classroom, what happens? The teacher dictates notes and students copy it down. In this methodology of teaching, the students' minds get diverted in two directions. The one is listen to the teacher and understanding the concept, and the another one is writing the notes for future reference. In this way, the students' minds get diverted into two directions. So the student gets confused. This is a very dull approach in teaching process. But this is not in case of smart classes. In smart classroom, there is a digital approach for notes. The teacher, instead of writing on board, teaches using PowerPoint presentation, Word documents, images, videos and audios. These resources are given to the student in pen drives series or they can be emailed to them. In this way, the students do not have to write or make notes. Notes are provided them and they can be devote their full concentration to the lecture. Advantages for absentees. If a student who studies in a regular classroom is absent for one day, what happens? It becomes difficult for the student to gather all the notes of the classes he missed. And also it becomes difficult for the teacher to explain the previous topic properly to the one particular student. The student take a shortcut method and get to notes photocopy from the student. In this way, the students do not understand anything from the classes he missed. In a smart classroom, the lectures are recorded. Whenever a student is absent, he can anytime see the recorded lecture. These recorded lectures are also uploaded on internet which can be accessed by students anytime, anywhere. The notes are also in digital form so they can be easily provided to the student. The next is ease of understanding. There are many topics in the curriculum which are very difficult to understand. They cannot be just taught by using a chalk and a blackboard. They require an interactive teaching approach. With smart classes, the teacher can use multimedia to teach that topic to the student. The students learn more from what they see rather than from what they listen. So the students understand easily and effectively all the difficult topics in a smart classroom. The next is making learning enjoyable. If we go and look in a regular classroom, the students are feeling very sleepy. Some of the students are not even listening to the teacher. They are busy in talking with friends. In short, the classes becomes very boring for them. But it is not in a smart classes. The use of smart technology in the class makes the classroom a fun room. The classroom becomes interesting and enjoyable for the students. No students feel sleepy. It makes learning a fun process. The students who do not like to go to school also start enjoying the school. The next one is improves the academic performance. It is often seen that the students studying in a smart class get a better result than the students studying in a regular class. This is so the understanding ability in the students studying in a smart classroom is way more than the students. The use of technology in the smart classroom for teaching increases the understanding of the students. The topic becomes clear and the base of the subject becomes stronger. Obviously, the students with better hold of subject and with strong basic knowledge of subject will score more in the exams. Communication. The technology used in a smart classroom makes video conferencing possible in the classroom itself. In this way, the students can communicate with the person who is expert in the subject in various schools and colleges. With the facility of classrooms Guest lectures are organized weekly in the students can communicate with the experts such as professor of ITs, IIMS, or the people engaged in research. This provides the student with extra information about their subject which beyond the scope of the textbooks. The student get to know about the ongoing issues related to their subjects. They get acquainted knowledge about the subject. This provides very beneficial for them in the near future. The last one is it is health friendly. There are some teachers who are very sensitive towards the use of chalk and markers. Some of them experience skin allergies when they write with chalk and some are allergic to the chalk dust. Some teachers are not comfortable with the smell of ink used in the markers. For those teachers, the smart classrooms are very advantageous. There is no or very less use of markers or chalk in the smart classrooms. The teaching is done using digital or e-resources, so there is no chance of allergy. So let's move on to the disadvantages of smart classes. With so many advantages of smart classrooms, there are few disadvantages also which makes the use of smart classroom quite limited. They are cost, skilled faculty, maintenance, and technical faults. So let's go in brief about them. Cost. The technology used in smart classroom is very expensive. All the schools cannot afford it. Even the school which can afford it get over the budget after buying it. Some schools often get loans to buy the smart technology. Consequently, the fees of the school increases to meet the cost of the equipments. The admission fees of the school with smart classroom also hikes. All parents cannot afford such expensive education for their children. Every children cannot get access to the smart classrooms. Skilled faculty. All teachers cannot use the smart technology for teaching. The teachers have to be trained before they start teaching in the smart classrooms. The teachers are trained to use the smart classrooms in an effective manner. They are also trained to handle the faults in the gadgets. This training also costs so much. If the teachers are not properly trained, the technology would become disturbing factor rather than becoming helpful for them. Maintenance. Like all electronic gadgets, the gadgets used in smart class require proper maintenance. The rooms in which these gadgets are kept should be free of dust particles and should not face directly to sunlight. Otherwise, the gadgets will become faulty. Also, these equipments release a lot of heat surroundings, so the rooms should be air conditioned. Technical staffs has to be appointed for the maintenance of the devices. This further adds the cost. The devices also needs to be updated regularly, which is a very consuming factor. Technical faults. All the electronic devices are prone to faults. If the equipments do not work one day, the day is considered as a waste. They require a lot of time to come back in their original functioning state. No teaching can be done on the day. In this case, the teacher should always be ready for an introduced methodology of teaching that is using Blackboard. But this would be very dull experience for the teacher as well as the student who are regularly participating in smart classroom. The workload of the teacher is also increased as they have to prepare the topic as per two different methodologies of teaching. Conclusion. A smart classroom increases the interest of the student in studies. Students tend to learn more with so many advantages and fewer disadvantages of smart classes can still be considered as a good for student. Due to some disadvantages, we cannot ignore the advantages of smart classes. All disadvantages have a solution except for the disadvantages of cost. But the coming few decades, the rises in technology would definitely increase the cost of these devices to some extent. Moreover, in new innovation in the field of computer science, the technology would definitely make teaching and learning even much better. The government school should also employ smart technology in their classes so that all the students can have access to smart classrooms.